Good evening, friends. Today, as a part of the conference, we would like to focus our thoughts on prioritization in research. Now, coming to higher education in India, we have to play three basic roles: teaching, research, and extension. All the universities and colleges are conducting teaching programs. Some of the colleges and universities are conducting research programs. Very limited number of universities and colleges are conducting extension programs. That is a current scenario. If we take top 5 best higher education system in the world, USA is the first, UK is the second, Canada is the third, Germany fourth, and Australia fifth in the category. Why they are on the top of higher education? There are certain factors to be taken care of. First is the research base of the university. Second is their international recognition. Then the GDP share they invest in education. And finally, the resources mobilized for education. The first and foremost thing is a very strong research base. Coming to research framework, there are three important stages. First is research design. Second is conducting the research program. Third is dissemination of research findings to the concerned groups or the common man. We usually we conduct a beautiful research design. We conduct the research. Most of the research studies, doctoral thesis, are taking rest in the library. Usually, that is to be, disseminated to the society, to the target group. But what is happening in our country? This is an important area to be taken care of in Indian context of research. We conduct research. The research findings are to be shared with the group, shared with the common man. According to national education policy, we are supposed to translate them into local language so that the common man will be able to understand what is happening in the area of research. According to QS World Ranking, they take care of certain basic elements. First one is the academic reputation of the university. Second, the employer reputation. And third, the research impact. So research plays a key role in World QS University Ranking. Coming to NEP, in the National Education Policy, emphasis is given on development of research-oriented culture. We have to develop a very strong research culture in higher education system. That is how we are going to strengthen our higher education in the country. When we come to research, certain important areas to be taken care of. How to strengthen the research and innovation in the country. First is the funding support. They need money to conduct research. They need different types of resources to conduct research. Second area is appropriate guidelines and policies. According to the needs of the time, certain changes are to be made. Positive changes are to be made in guidelines and research policies. Then establishing innovations and research centers. These are the three basic elements in the area of strengthening research and innovation in our country. Coming to NEP and research, the NEP 2020 highlights the importance of 1. Institutional restructure. The institutions, the universities and colleges are to be restructured according to the needs of the time. Second is research communities are to be developed. We have to develop research communities. And third, knowledge creation. These are the three basic things when we talk about research in higher education. Coming to Indian universities, we are making progress. We are making steadily gaining. We are making progress in research. India ranks as the fourth largest research system in the world. China is the first, USA the second, UK the third, and India is the fourth largest economy in the research system. When we talk about investment in education, according to 2021 records, we have invested around 4.6% of the GDP for education. We are expected to invest around 6% of the GDP for education. This was declared by the Prime Minister of India in the Indian Parliament. But what is the reality? We are not able to invest 6% of GDP in education. That is also creating many problems in the field of education. When we talk about investment of GDP in research and development, let us look at the world major countries. Israel is investing not less than 6% of their GDP exclusively for research. South Korea is investing not less than 5% of their GDP exclusively for research. Japan 3.65%, USA 3.4%, Germany 3.1%, UK is investing 2.77%, and China, our neighbor, they are investing 2.68% of their GDP for research. Coming to India, just see the figure. We are investing only 0.64% of the GDP exclusively for research. This is the current scenario. How we will be able to strengthen research programs without proper investment? Now, if we take top 5 economies in the world, USA, they are investing 3.4% of their GDP. Their population is 43.1 crore. China, 2.68% of the GDP for research. In the population is 142 crores. Japan, 3.65. Population is 12.4 crores. Germany, 3.1% of the GDP for research, and the population is 8.5 crores. India is investing just 0.64% of the GDP, and our population is 145 crores. Just see the scenario, how things are moving. Now we face certain problems in research. A team of experts have identified certain problems in the field of research. We want to make desirable changes in the field. First is hierarchical institutional structure. There is a hierarchy in the institution, that the hierarchy is creating problems. Then comes the bureaucratic inefficiencies. In many universities, bureaucracy plays a key role in organizing programs, and the academic area is conveniently ignored. Then funding support, quality concerns, office politics, like that. There are many reasons, and we have to identify the reasons. We have to conduct studies on that, and we need to solve the problems. Now coming to the higher education. In India, every year we produce around 10 million graduates. 10 million graduates are produced in India per year, which includes engineering, arts, commerce, science, management, etc. Coming to post-graduation in India, out of 10 million graduates, only 12% of them join PG programs in India. That means 1.2 million. Coming to PhD enrollment in India, only about 0.5% of students enrolled in higher education are pursuing PhD programs. That means very limited number of students are joining PhD program. Now coming to top disciplines in PhD program in India, number 1 is engineering and technology, number 2 is medical sciences, 3 social sciences, 4 science including agriculture and technology, and 5 commerce and management. These are the major areas where PhD programs are organized. Now coming to NEP, the NEP 2020 aims to develop multidisciplinary universities and colleges to become research intensive institutions. So multidisciplinary universities are being established in the country to strengthen research programs, to establish model public universities that are at par with Indian Institute of Technology and Indian Institute of Management. This is an area where NEP is focusing, so that research quality will be improved. Now coming to PhD in India, India is ranked 4th globally, producing slightly over 24,000 doctoral degree holders each year. It is reported that 24,000 doctoral studies are produced a year. Now, what is the contribution of doctoral studies? It has enriched science and technology in our country. It has enriched academic discipline. It has contributed to the socio-economic development of the country. And finally, it has strongly supported nation building process. Now coming to prioritization in research. There are two different schools in India. Group 1 is supporting prioritization. Group 2, objecting prioritization. These are the two groups available in India. So we have to think about it. Coming to research programs in India, we have different styles of operation. First one is individual research, doing PhD program, postdoctoral programs by scholars. Second is research as a group, as a department team. They are working on research. They take a topic, maybe financed by some national body. They work as a group. And third is institutional research, a college or a university taking some area and conducting research within a time frame. Now, what about the competent manpower and deserving students? I am just quoting the UG's report 2021. Poor remuneration and social recognition. This is an issue. Remuneration given to students are not up to the level. UGC and NET, they are getting a very good remuneration. At the same time, students doing at the state universities, their remuneration is not up to the level and they don't get proper recognition. Then poor infrastructure and availability of funds for teaching and research in educational institutions and universities. The funding support is not up to the level. Now, there are some unethical selection of undeserving or less deserving candidates as faculty because of the faculty recruitment system that does not prioritize nor promote excellence. Unethical selection of undeserving or less deserving candidates as faculty because of the faculty recruiting system that does not prioritize nor promote excellence. This is a major issue to be addressed. Deserving candidates are to be given priority and their abilities, their skills are to be recognized. PhD supervisors paid or not. In most of the developed countries, PhD supervisors are not directly paid, but a separate salary for supervising PhD students instead of their compensation is typically integrated into their faculty salary. PhD supervisors are paid or not. In many countries, they are not paid. They are not directly paid, but they are given lot of privileges. They are properly recognized in many universities. So that is a point to be taken care of in our country also. Now, to improve the infrastructure in universities and colleges, to improve research, UGC has formulated schemes like special assistance programs to support research, University of Potential Excellence. So UGC is taking more steps to strengthen research programs in our country. Now certain suggestions are given. A positive approach towards research is to be highlighted. A positive approach in research is very important. Otherwise, we will not be able to achieve certain goals. Then quality of research. In National Education Policy 2020, the area is very clearly highlighted. Then comes prioritization in research. Research should be prioritized according to national interest. Prioritization of research. There should be a kind of prioritization in research according to national interests and needs. Then state funding. Government will have to fund research projects. Otherwise, we will not be able to do quality research. Then application of technology. Now technology has advanced a lot. We need to apply technology in the proper way to strengthen research program. Address needs of the nation and the people. What is the needs of the society? That is to be addressed. When you take a research topic, that topic should be taken from the list published by the UGC or by the government, because governments are making certain lists according to the priorities. Then publication of the research work through seminars, workshops, they are very important, so that the research findings will reach the society. Preferably, it is to be translated into local languages so that people will be able to read it, people will be able to understand what is happening in the field of research. Thus, we have to be a part of the nation building process through research. Thank you.